When I realised I had a problem with alcohol, I thought I was the only one. I thought I was alone on this journey, and it scared me. I felt anxious. I didn't know what to do for the best. I needed help. I wanted to resolve the problem, but I didn't know where to turn. But when I launched my blog and my YouTube channel, people began to comment and share with me. And I started to realize as I connected in more and more online communities that I wasn't alone. There were thousands, if not millions, of people in the exact same boat, wanting to make the change from being stuck in the alcohol trap to becoming free and not controlled by what they drink. They wanted to be happier in their lives, in their relationships, in their career. They wanted to become better parents, better partners, and better members of society. And that really motivated and helped me to know that I wasn't alone in this journey. And if you feel like you're alone, I can tell you you're not. And there are many, many communities, including my own, where you can connect with people who are in the exact same position. They're going through the exact same experiences, and you can make new friends, you can learn, you can grow, and you can help each other. And as I continued on the journey, I realized that more and more people needed one very simple thing. They wanted to know exactly how do they stop drinking. There were plenty of books and programs, blogs, podcasts, etc., but none of them really got to the specifics around how do I actually stop. There was lots of science, there was lots of jargon, but people still felt that they were being asked to quit using willpower and feeling a sense of loss and deprivation without alcohol in their lives. And I felt that many of these books and courses and podcasts weren't touching on the important aspects of the very formula, the very process that I myself used to quit. So I started to structure my content and share what people were telling me they wanted to know. I tried to keep it simple, and many people who've read my books have told me that the simplistic and easy to understand approach has helped them experience breakthroughs and help them change their behavior and get to a place where they don't feel trapped by alcohol any longer. They feel completely free. And this really motivated me. At the time, I was running my marketing business, and I made the decision to completely commit to my life passion of sobriety and my new mission, my new calling in life. And I stepped away from that business, which was tough. It was difficult for me to do. And I started to invest all of my time, full time, into growing my sobriety work and helping as many people as I could. I wanted to share the message about how good an alcohol free life was. I wanted to share the dangers of drinking so people truly understand. And I wanted to share the process that I'd come up with and that I've continued to refine as to how to quit drinking without bucket loads of willpower and without feeling like we're missing out on something. And the process that worked for me was all about stepping away from trying to build and create a whole new world, which can seem overwhelming and a real challenge, but looking at the existing world with a new set of eyes and being able to get a new perspective and a new mindset. And it really boiled down to some fairly simple steps. The first is helping people understand that their beliefs around alcohol can significantly hold them back. They can limit them from becoming the person that they want to be. So I help people learn to craft a whole new mindset and form new, healthy, empowering beliefs. But until we start scratching the surface of the beliefs, we're going to stay stuck. We're going to stay stuck with our old routines, and we're going to stay stuck believing what we've always believed. And then I help people develop tactics to craft the right mindset. I want people to be excited and enthusiastic about going into an alcohol-free life. I don't want them to dwell on the fact that they think they're losing something. I need them to feel motivated by everything that they're going to gain. So that's a really important step in my process to quitting drinking. And then I help people learn where to find the right tools, the right tactics for overcoming any discomfort, the right support, the right connection, and the right level of accountability. And all of these are important factors in forming the foundations for successful sobriety. And then finally, it's all about developing self-awareness, the ability to self-reflect, and the ability to work on our self-love so that we can continue to grow and we start to notice and pay attention to what's coming up on our own individual journey. And they're the main 5 steps that I began to refine and put together in a way that was easily digestible, that people would clearly understand. And I wanted to give them actionable steps so they were able to incorporate it in a simple way into their own lives and really see the impact of what they've learned and how they've suddenly become able to start to take steps forward down the path to becoming alcohol free. And I've seen hundreds, if not thousands of people who've used the process that I put together, that I've refined, that I've worked on tirelessly, actually break free from alcohol. And every time I hear from someone, I receive an email, I get a message telling me that they've managed to change their life after reading one of my books or taking part in one of my courses, it fills me with joy. It reminds me why I'm here, why I do this, and why I feel it's my life mission to keep on sharing and continue helping people. Over the years, I've spent more than £100,000 investing in the website, in the programs that I've built, and driving everything forward. To me, this isn't about money. As I say, it's a life calling, and the fact that it's helping to change people's lives is something amazing. And money can't buy reward to me. And I'll continue to invest. I'll continue to build this, and I'll continue to evolve the courses, the programs, the books, and all the information that I put out there, because it really is my passion. And when I started to put my programs, my courses, my books out into the big wide world, there was a sense of anticipation. I knew that what I had come up with worked. I knew that if people digested the material and they actioned the steps in my courses and in my books, that they would be able to become free from alcohol if that's what they truly wanted. But there was nervousness around how it would be received. Would people feel the same way that I did? I knew it worked, but I didn't know what the reaction was going to be. But thankfully, as I started to do that, the feedback was that people loved it. People were telling me that it was working, it was helping. They were able to make the changes that they wanted. They felt supported. They felt confident and empowered in the choices and decisions that they were making. And that motivated me even more. I wanted to take this to the next stage. I wanted to get it out to as many people as possible, so that they knew that they could quit alcohol without a sense of shame, without feeling guilt, and without feeling like they've lost something that's important to them. I wanted them to truly understand how they can get to a place where they feel the opposite. They feel enthusiastic and motivated and excited. My mission has never been to tell people what to do with alcohol. We're all grown adults, we're all independent. My mission is more about holding the hand of the people who reach out for help, who are looking for assistance to change their relationship with alcohol, and guiding them down a path. When I hear from someone who's been able to successfully break free from drinking, and they say to me, "Simon, thank you, I couldn't have done it without you," I remind them that they were the ones who put the work in. They were the ones who showed up in the program every day or read the chapter of the book every day. And I simply pointed them in the right direction. But it gives me a real sense of fulfillment, knowing that that direction, that path is the right path, and it's giving people exactly what they needed. And I listened because people were telling me that that's what they needed. They just wanted some simple, straightforward tactics that laid out the process from A to Z of how to stop drinking, with no jargon, no complicated scientific explanations. It was, what do I do? How do I do this, Simon? And I made sure that I got to a place where I could deliver that information, and I continue to refine it to this day. And what drives me every day is I know what it's like to be in that place. I was a heavy daily wine drinker. I would drink 2 or 3 bottles of wine every single day, often with beer or spirits on top. I know how hard it is to feel stuck, and I know the impact that it can have on people's lives. My anxiety was out of control. Every area of my life was impacted. My marriage, the way I viewed myself as a parent, my career, my health, my overall sense of well-being, all of it was damaged by alcohol. And that's what gets me out of bed in the morning. If I can help change that for just one person, then I've made a difference. My programs have made a difference. My book has made a difference. And that means the world to me. So when I receive those messages and I get that feedback, it just keeps driving me forward to continue putting in the time, the energy, and having that drive to put out there what people really need to be able to break free from alcohol. And I'm sure you've invested time and money in books and programs, and maybe you found that none of it has really worked. I did the same, and I kept ending up right back at day one, over and over and over. And it wasn't until I took the pieces from the various things that I'd learned and created my own process, my own formula, that I was able to get to a place where I felt ready and I felt truly free. And that's why it matters so much to me that I share this with as many people as possible who need help, because I know it works. I know it works. It worked for me and it's worked for many other people. I've seen this from both sides. I've experienced the lows of alcohol addiction and I've experienced the joys of living alcohol free. And I know which one I prefer. And if any of this speaks to you, if any of this sounds like you, I hear you loud and clear. I understand, because I've been there, and I'd love you to see what is on the other side of that feeling of being stuck and trapped in a daily cycle of alcohol use. The type of people that I work with or who join my programs or read my books are those that have got a real desire to make a change, but they often don't know exactly how to do it. Maybe they've tried some other things and none of them have really worked. So if you feel like you've got a strong urge to make that change, then you're probably going to find that my communities, my programs, my books are going to be a really good fit for you. The people who join my communities and programs and read my books are open-minded. They're open to trying something different. Maybe they've tried the same thing over and over and keep finding that they're getting the same results over and over, and they need a fresh approach. So having an open mind and being open to new ways of doing things is also really important. And most important of all, the people who tend to connect with me and join my programs, read my books, are people who believe that their life can be or should be better. They know that they're stuck, and they know that if that problem wasn't there, if that issue with alcohol was removed, they would become the person that they want to be. They know that they're in a place, it's where they are at that point in time, but it's not necessarily who they really are. And they want to move through that and become the best version of themselves. So people who've got a drive and a hunger to become that true version of themselves are always a perfect fit for the programs, for the books that I do and the communities that I run. There's several different ways that I help people these days. First of all, there's my 2 books that you can see on the screen right now. The Sober Survival Guide was my first book. It's part memoir and part guidebook for navigating what comes up over the first year of your life without alcohol. And then there's How to Quit Alcohol in 50 Days, which is a 50-day guided program book that will move you through the steps from A to Z of quitting drinking over a period of 50 days. I also offer a free course. Now, I could charge upwards of £150 for this course, but I decided after all the hard work I put in to make it free so that it could be available to as many people as possible, because I want as many people as possible to access the information that will help them learn how to make a change. And that course is called 7 Days to Sobriety. You can sign up for it now. It's completely free, and there's a link in the description below if you'd like to take advantage of that. There's no strings, no credit cards, nothing like that. It's a completely free course. And it also comes with a free journal, a bonus webinar, and a bonus video pack. I was literally planning to make a charge for it, and after it was complete, I decided I'm not going to charge a penny for it. I want to give this away completely free to the people who need it the most. So if that feels like something that will help you, absolutely, please take advantage of it. I also offer a monthly membership program, which has the most amazing supportive community. There's a huge 80 lesson audio course. There's a sobriety tracker, sleep tracker, mood tracker, how much money you've saved tracks within the dashboard of the program. And we have live coaching in the members only Facebook group. And we have Zoom calls as well as a community. So that's an amazing place. And that's probably a good follow up after you've done the 7 days course. It might be something that you'd want to look at. I also run regular boot camps where I work with small groups, normally 7 or 8 people, and we spend a full intensive day together addressing all the challenges, all the things that people are going to need, setting them up with a complete strategy and all the know-how so that by the end of it, they feel truly empowered and ready to quit drinking and move forward in their new life. I do some one-to-one coaching. I only ever tend to have 2 or 3 spots available, but that's also an option. And I wanted to make sure that I provided all the tools, all the resources, so that there's something for everyone, so that there's a good fit no matter where you are on your journey. And I'll put all the links below so that you can have a look at those and you can think about what might feel right for you based upon where you are on your own individual path to quitting alcohol. And you can reach out anytime. You can email me. The email address is below. If you just need some support or a friendly ear, my team and I monitor the inbox constantly and I see every message that comes in. So don't be afraid and don't be a stranger. And I'd love to hear how my own journey, my own experience relates to you, and if what you've heard in this video sounds familiar or what challenges have been holding you back. So please leave a comment and share. And if you've read my books or you've taken part in one of my courses, boot camps or programs, I'd love to hear your feedback and what you felt you got out of it. And I'm sure other people who are perhaps connecting with my work for the first time, I'm sure they would love to read that too, to hear some testimonials, to hear how your life changed after interacting with that material and how you were able to become empowered and move forward and make your own changes. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to connect in one of my groups or one of my programs. Hopefully I'll see you there very soon.